So my presentation is titled Feed Our Future. So a little background about me. I've been working with the University of Maryland Extension for over 6 years. I'm based in Baltimore City, Maryland. My focus is healthy living, volunteer and leadership development. In 2018, for our association for healthy living, I won the Healthy Living Award from Maryland 4-H in 2021. I also won for my use of technology. I won the Communicator and Education Technology Awards for my use of Flipboard.com, which is now just called Flip. And then also this year, I won an Achievement in Service Award. So a little background about Extension. The University of Maryland Extension is a statewide non-formal education system within the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources in the University of Maryland. Faculty and staff also sometimes collaborate with other educators from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. UME programs are designed to provide problem-solving assistance and are available to Maryland citizens. They're based on research and the experience of land-grant universities like College Park and Eastern Shore. So a little background about 4-H. 4-H is the largest youth development program in the U.S. There's over 6 million youth who participate annually. About 51,000 of them are in Maryland. In Maryland, we're committed to going an inclusive program where youth have opportunities to engage in STEM, civic engagement, healthy living, and agriculture, and many more. And we do this through clubs, after-school programs, in-school programs, camps, and more. The 4-H emblem is a 4-leaf clover, and the motto is to make the best better. And the slogan is to learn by doing. So a little background about Baltimore City 4-H. In Baltimore City, 4-H programming started in 1970 with the pilot program, and that the full program was implemented in 1972. The first program organized was known as the Friendship Club, and this was operated through the YMCA. Sewing and nutrition were the initial emphasis of 4-H in Baltimore. Sewing was the primary program area for girls in the Friendship Club, and the first club was in public housing, and it was established in Lafayette Cross Project, and they focused on gardening, community service, and childcare. Currently, Baltimore City 4-H programs include leadership development, youth and adult partnerships, public speaking, entrepreneurship, volunteer training, science, community gardening, cleaning, which is extracting or gathering, technology or robotics, photography, healthy lifestyles, nutrition education, career exploration, workforce and college readiness. And we also do programs with our youngest youth group, which we call Clovers, which are ages 5 to 7. So this is just a map of Baltimore City. And even though this is from 2017, 2018, it shows that extension programs are scattered all over Baltimore City. So we're in every single city council district. And for each is the red triangle. So you see we focus heavily in the middle area, since that's where most of the need is. Now about Feed Our Future. So Feed Our Future is an initiative which is a framework of research-based programs and services offered by Baltimore City Extension, which holistically addresses food insecurity in Baltimore City. And as you saw in the map, most of the food desert areas are concentrated around the middle area. So the initiative holds a commitment as a long-term partner in strengthening underserved communities and in strengthening underserved communities in Baltimore, working over a span of multiple years to address specific goals voiced by members of the community. Feed Our Future is spearheaded by our urban agriculture educator, Ms. Neith Little, and our Master Gardener Coordinator, Mr. Marcus Williams, and they work in conjunction with educators like me. So in Feed Our Future, extension program seeks to increase youth leadership, workforce readiness, civic engagement, and STEM opportunities. They also seeks to increase basic financial education for city residents in the areas relating to credit, debt, and spending. Feed Our Future also seeks to increase the use and affordability of locally grown fresh foods through local farms and community gardens to increase consumption of healthy food and to create new redevelopment opportunities to reduce urban blight. Feed Our Future also seeks to increase advocacy and advisement by community members in the planning, implementation, and monitoring of watershed restoration projects. So in May of this year, we had a kickoff at one of my local forestry development sites. On the left is our urban agriculture educator who's spearheading this program. On the right is one of the master gardeners, and in the middle are my forage helpers and volunteers. This is another image from the kickoff. You can see several of the master gardeners helping to make sure they get the garden going. So for Feed Our Future continue, as an extension office, we have decided to target certain districts that have food desert areas, or in Baltimore City is known as healthy food priority areas. Those targeted areas District 7, 9, 11, and 12. For about 5 years, University of Maryland has partnered with Ashland Community Development Corporation by organizing a 4-H club. Ashland is in District 12, which is one of the districts that we targeted, and I've been personally working with them for 3 years. But for our future, we've been trying to implement that for 5 years. So this is just a map of the Baltimore City Council districts. As I said, my club is in District 12, and we're focusing on District 7, 9, 11, and 12, which are areas with high food deserts. The areas in red are the ones that have the most food desert areas. And this is just an image of one of my youth and one of my 4-H helpers. So if you can take the time to evaluate me. Are there any questions? That concludes my presentation.